It's been 40 years since Hasbro introduced us to the world of the Autobots and the Decepticons, of course, better known to us as the Transformers. They've appeared in various movies. Most of them were live action, and only one was animated, but was a continuation to the original series, which kind of bridges the gap between the second and third season, which that's the only film I have yet to review. And after so long, we got a brand new animated film in Transformers 1, which is a prequel story and is now playing in theaters. But is this new animated film more than meets the eye? Or is this yet another Transformers flick that needs to be sent to the scrapyard? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released animated sci-fi action flick Transformers 1, released by Paramount, their Paramount Animation subsidiary, along with Hasbro, based on their toy line of Transformers. Directed by Josh Cooley from a screenplay by Eric Pearson and the writing duo of Andrew Barrer and Gabriel Ferrari, based on a story by the two. While despite this film does not have most of the well-known voice acting cast we've known ever since the day the Transformers first came to TV and what have you, or even from the live-action films, it still does have a pretty good ensemble cast, including Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Laurence Fishburne, and John Hamm. This is, of course, the franchise's first theatrical animated feature in almost 40 years since the Transformers the movie came out in 1986, which makes it the only Transformers film I have yet to review. It's been so long since I last saw that film. Now, the film depicts the origins and early relationship of Optimus Prime and Megatron and how they forever changed the fate of Cybertron, the home planet of the Transformers. Now, I'll only give you the first bit of this story. On Cybertron, Aaron John Miner or Orion Pax sneaks into an archive and watches a recording about the creation of the first 13 primes, who were said to have perished in a war with the alien quintessence many years ago, with a mythical artifact known as the Matrix of Leadership being lost in their battle. Orion is caught by security, though his best friend D-16 rescues him. Meanwhile, Sentinel Prime, the head of Cybertron, speaks about finding the quintessence and finding the Matrix of Leadership, the absence of which has caused Cybertron's energon rivers to dry up, which the Cybertronians need to survive. Well, after an explosion in the mine's traps Jazz, Orion and D-16 attempt to save him, causing a cave-in that leads to fellow worker Elita 1's firing. But soon they try to redeem themselves and, well, get into a bit of a even more, how should I put it this way, rustier situation. A little joke there. Well, you get the point. But that's all the story I will give to you, though. But soon, with Elita 1 plus another one they meet, B127, they go off on their quest. Now that's all the story I will tell you, so no more. Sorry. Anyway, now my thoughts on Transformers 1, I must admit, this is a good film. Don't take my word for it, but it's good though. I absolutely loved it. It turned out to be more good than I had anticipated. Now, I know we may not have gotten the voices from of characters from other well, other movies and what have you, but I'm glad everybody's been enjoying this. The film sits at 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, which makes it the second Transformers film to be certified fresh next to Bumblebee, and third overall, counting the Transformers the movie from '86. According to them, dramatically satisfying with a dash of good humor, the film suggests that animation might be the optimal medium for this oft adapted franchise. Metacritic has it a score of 62, and CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of an A. Very impressive. Variety praised the film's direction, animation, and screenplay, but according to the reviewer of this, Todd Gilchrist, felt that the film boasted a level of complexity and described it as the most sophisticated on-screen portrait of the Transformers to date. San Francisco's Chronicle compared the film favorably to the live-action installments, applying its screenplay, visuals, and resonant themes, and describing it as unapologetically made for the inner child. Well, a reviewer for IGN felt the film was underwhelming, though, but however, praised the story and voice cast, especially the performance of Brian Tyree Henry, and felt it was critical of it for being surface level and featuring illegible action scenes. Well, nevertheless, I found this film to be pretty fun and entertaining. As of course, after watching this now makes it the fifth of the 10 films I want to see in the second half of this year. So I've seen so far. So that's five now and five more to go. Anyway, now back to this. But nevertheless, I found the film to be pretty good. Its animation is very good, incredible, and all that jazz. I really liked how they made the characters look pretty well. And but even though I still like the way the old school Transformers look back in my day in the 1984 series, but hey, don't take my word for it. Anyway, but I really thought it was pretty good. Critics praised this film for its story, humor, action sequences, animation, voice performances. Yes, and I have to say it has some pretty humorous lines. I felt like I was the only person in the theater that was laughing at some of this. I didn't even hear much of anyone in the audience laughing much at some parts. Anywho, I do think this is really good. And so far, it's doing okay. While it might probably won't do as much big business as the others, but I still think it'll still be a hit, though. I mean, given the fact that Paramount did, however, have a big hit with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie last year, but we'll see what happens. Brian Tyler does the film's score, and it's exceptionally really good. And as I said, I like the animation. Its services were provided by Industrial Light and Magic. Do a really good job on this. For our voice acting cast, we have Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth, voicing Orion Pax, who of course would later be dubbed as Optimus Prime. Brian Tyree Henry voices D16, who would later be Megatron. Scarlett Johansson plays Aaliyah 1, who I'm pretty sure that would be RC later on, but they don't credit her as that, unfortunately. Keegan-Michael Key voices B127. Well, of course, we all know better as Bumblebee. Steve Buscemi voices Starscream. He does a pretty good job on the character. Laurence Fishburne voices Alpha Trion, who is an ancient sage who transforms into a robotic beast and is the keeper of the ancient Prime's cogs, which that's what the thing they use to transform. And the head of Cybertron, the Sentinel Prime, is voiced by John Hamm. So anyway, I will say he does a good job. Now, there is one thing I will point out. Only one person from the movie series did actually return, as a matter of fact. Well, some did. Well, I'm seeing a little bit did. John Bailey voices Soundwave in the film. Of course, he actually did the character in the Bumblebee film back in 2018. James Remar, who voiced Sideswipe in Dark of the Moon, the third film, voices Zaya Prime. Yeah, really cool. So, so you gotta give the cast a lot of credit too. So this has a very good voice acting cast. So I'm gonna say Paramount did a good job in this. I'm hoping for the best. We'll get some more, maybe. Now, well, well, producer Laurent, well, maybe one of the producers, Lorenzo de Bonaventura, who of course this company was one of the companies that produced the film, said that there is a discussion for this to become a trilogy of films. By June, he confirmed that the story is mapped out to progress over 3 movies, detailing the progression of the characters into their depiction in the live-action film series. The producer explained that Hemsworth's depiction of Optimus Prime will grow into the Lear depicted in the previous installments, stating that the transition from Hemsworth's voice to Pierre Cullen's will make sense within the story. Now, just this past month, the Bonaventura confirmed that they will make a Transformers 1 sequel if the film turns out a success, with the filmmakers already devising ideas for a character-driven sequel like its predecessor. So, since it's factually done all right, I mean, it's so far made 11 million, but with a budget of 75 to 147 million, well, I wish us the best of luck. Seriously. But nevertheless, I found Transformers 1 to be an enjoyable, fun flick. I think your kids will enjoy it too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you also might like what B127 says in one bit of the film. Or, well, because he had another fun name. But I'll let you see for yourself, okay? I don't want to really spill the nuts and bolts on this and why on that and why it'll bore you. Oh yeah, and there is a mid credit scene and there's an end credit scene, but I will not tell you what those are. That would ruin everything. Okay, so go see Transformers 1. You will enjoy it as long as you can handle the voice acting cast. I don't think there's gonna be any problem. So, like I said, I like the voice acting cast. I mean, and the animation's good, the score's good, and everything. It was really good. So for my score, I'm gonna give Transformers 1 5 stars, which of course means on a scale of 1 to 10, it gets a 10. So what did you think of Transformers 1? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. And maybe they'd like to subscribe and get to know me and check out all these great vids that I've done. Anyway, join me next time when I bring to you a review of Journey to the Center of the Earth. Of course, it's 2008 film with Brendan Fraser. So if you like this, consider checking out my reviews of the other films in the Transformers series. First off, check out my review of a Bumblebee from 2018 in the upper left-hand corner. The upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of the previous live-action film in Transformers Rise of the Beast from last year in 2023, or also from last year, check out my spoiler-free review of the recent hit from Paramount Animation, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.